Let's talk a little bit about like some of the harm reduction models that are in place that we believe in, that we utilize.
Yeah, I mean, any kind of system that, I'm going to meet with the client where they're at, and if I'm saying you should take 90 days and they're saying, I'm not doing this, I need to have sex next week or this week. And I'm like, okay, if you know the risks, well, then let's make a plan. And really with sexual behavior, it's like, well, where are you meeting that person? If it's on the hookup apps, like, how have you verified that this is a safe person? What's their profile like? There's almost a good argument to have like a workshop around spotting profiles that are likely to be very unsafe for people in early recovery. Right. I've just been around too long to know that, but I think a lot of people, they tell me after, an incident goes down and I'm like, which piece of this did you miss? But, making sure that the person is as verified as possible. And that's where, potentially this could be someone else in early sobriety, that like is going through the same issue. Right. Have you found a partner that you can communicate, or at least you can tell them enough of what you're comfortable with, that this is something you're walking into for the first time sober or the second or third time, that you're nervous, that, if your nerves get the better of you, that isn't going to lead to a shame spiral, and that's going to sort of put you off even more from venturing back into sober sex. But unless you're talking about any of this with your counselor, with your therapist, with your sponsor, you're kind of out on the limb just trying to, just hoping for the best. I'm just hoping that guy that I've only been talking to for 2 hours doesn't have any drugs in his apartment. And as we know from the experience of our clients and ourselves back in the day, is that like, we're really good at lying. And, despite asking all the right questions, sometimes that they're just going to lie to get you over. So what are you going to do in that situation? Have you told someone where you're going? Is your sponsor on hand if you walk into an environment? How confident are you that you're going to walk out again when you see those things?
Right. And that's where the whole thing about secrets, right, makes its way right back in, even without us knowing.